holidays, I'm gonna jump right into this New Year's Eve makeup tutorial. The first thing I'm doing is grabbing some Scotch tape. I recommend that you stick it on the back of your hand first because it's pretty sticky and kind of hurts when you peel it off if you don't. But I'm going for a pretty straight shape, like straight out from like the end of my eye. So whatever you're going for, you just want to try and make that as even as possible with the tape. I also want to say that I highly recommend that you prime your eyes before you start this makeup. I forgot to do that and I really regretted it, so I just want to add that before I forget. Now I'm grabbing my Kat Von D black pencil eyeliner, and I'm just going to draw like a, starting off light, just following the edge of that tape straight into like the base of my eyelashes. And I'm starting with a thinner line because I don't want it to get too thick too fast. Now you're just going to take any type of dense, smudge-ish type brush, and I'm slowly but neatly smudging that liner against the base of my lashes and the edge of that tape as long as you want to make it. You can really use any creamy black base for this. It doesn't have to be the eyeliner, by the way. After I've set down the shape of that black base that I created, I'm just taking that dark blue eyeshadow that you saw, and I'm gonna slowly like pack it on and smudge it with the eyeliner to try and set that eyeliner and also create like a dark blue situation on my eye. Now I'm taking this Dose of Colors little duo shadow. I'll put the exact name down below, but it comes with a cream shadow on top and then the glitter on the bottom. So I'm taking a little angled brush and I'm going to apply the cream shadow right on top of that line that we created. Not putting too much, but also putting enough to, you know, have the glitter stick to it. And now I'm just adding the silver glitter on top. I just use the same brush, and I'm just kind of pressing it on to make sure too much doesn't fall on my face, but this one was pretty finely milled, so that wasn't too big of an issue. But I'm just pressing the glitter all along out to the tape. I just wanted to add that I definitely made the silver glitter more intense on the inner portion of my eye since there was less depth there from the black and the blue. I kind of wanted it to fade into a darker blue color. The reason you see me grabbing this micellar water is because I made this line a little bit too thick, so I wanted to show you guys how I fixed it. I just took a clean brush and used it to clean that up a little bit with the micellar water before I went in with the cream shadow. And then here you're going to see me just add glitter accordingly to try and make sure both eyes are equally as bright. Here I am taking a clean brush, just extending the lines a little bit to make sure they're even before I go in with my Cover FX gripping primer. I decided to apply it with this little Real Techniques brush to help avoid getting too close to my eyes, by the way. Now I'm taking this Tarte primer to fill in my pores with that same brush. Using my good old L'Oreal Infallible foundation all over my face. Don't forget your neck, please. And thank you. Now it's time for concealer. I'm using two because I don't have the perfect color. My Dose of Color is much closer to my skin tone. I'm going to use that first. And then I'm going to use my Benefit Boing Concealer, which is much lighter, to add some brightness. And you're also going to see me add that onto my eyelid to help make my eyelids match the rest of my face. Since I forgot to prime earlier, you can see a lot of my pink and redness, and I didn't like that. I decided to add some concealer right there to cancel some darkness, and I set it with the creamy shadow from the Tati palette. Now I'm taking my Jeffree Star powder in the shade Fair, and I'm going to take my e.l.f. Camo sponge and use that to set under my eyes and everywhere that I applied concealer. You're also going to see me add a little bit of it underneath my eyeliner to help bake that line, per se, I guess. To set the rest of my face, I'm taking a little bit of my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm taking my Fenty bronzer with this weird shaped e.l.f. brush that I really like for kind of contouring my face, you could say. I'm going to use this first to get the shape that I want, and then I'm going to use a bigger, fluffier brush with the same bronzer to blend everything out. I'm just brushing away the powder underneath my eyeliner before I go on with this Ciate blush. I'm obsessed with this blush, and I'm applying it with this angled brush, tapping the excess on my hand first. And I apply my blush pretty close under my eye. I think it looks really pretty, and it helps blend that weird space of super bright under eye to the rest of my face. Now I'm taking this really glowy face powder from Jaclyn Cosmetics, and I'm taking a fluffy brush and diffusing this on all the high points of my face. And for more of a concentrated highlight, I'm taking her palette as well with a smaller brush and applying the two lightest colors right on my cheekbones and my nose and my cupid's bow. I had to use powder for my brows because I actually ran out of my pencil right as I was filming this, and you can see Axel turning in circles 15,000 times while I'm trying to concentrate. I'm taking my all-nighter setting spray because you want your New Year's Eve makeup to last, and then I like to take my sponge and press the setting mist into my face. And then I'm going to use that same highlight, the lightest one, to highlight my inner corners and my brow bone. Now I'm taking the same exact liner from earlier. I would recommend the ColourPop gel liners over this one, to be honest with you, but I'm using that on my lower and upper waterline. And then I'm taking my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Primer before I go in with my Lily Lashes mascara. I'm not sure the name of it, but it makes your lashes really thick and black. I'll put it in the description bar. And then I'm using my Maybelline Lash Stiletto for the bottom lashes because that other one's a little bit too intense for my liking for the bottom eyelashes. Here is one of the e.l.f. Retro Paradise lip liners. I'm going to line my lips and fill in the corners slightly. Finishing off my lips with the Maybelline lipstick in Baddest Beige. It's one of those like glossy lipsticks, and then I use my finger to blend it into my lip liner, and I'll take that liner and go back over it if I want to, you know, mess with the color. And that is it for my simple New Year's Eve makeup look. I hope you guys all have an amazing and safe New Year's, and let's just pray 2021 is better.